Hello, chat. How we doing today? Welcome, welcome. Hello, Blue Moon. Hello, Sahara. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Doing a little better. Headache went away and, things get better without a headache. Getting a little bit of lag. But overall, I think we're looking pretty good with all the new toys. Chicken salad sandwich. What's the Beverly Hills Cop scene? What kind of salad did he get him? Was it tuna or was it chicken? But like I was saying, I had no clue, I still have no clue what caused me to feel meh this morning. I didn't drink anything last night. I didn't eat anything late. I actually was really active yesterday. Went out for a late night walk. Got frustrated by some teenagers shooting stuff that ended up in my property. But kids. Everything's a little wonky here. My apologies. I've changed quite a bit here in the last 24 hours. Shrimp salad. Hello, Nan Reader. Cheers, folks. Thank you for joining me today. What do we start with here today? I think I'm going to get my bread proofing first. We'll start with our Tanzong. And we'll go ahead and get our stove and board. Configured so that they're not trying to constantly autofocus. That's one. Two. A little bit of milk. A little water. I am. The first dad joke there wasn't bad. The hipster joke, it's not bad. Alright, so we got our Tanzong started. Now we get a yeast proofing how much water we need for this. Is it really that simple? Is it really that simple? Let's just do it in a... Yeah. Will you stop that mustard? Got a bottle of mustard that every single time I pull my half and half out, and it falls over. Thank you for the raid, Buns. Ooh, double raid. Thank you for the raid, Fogbound. Welcome in, Buns. How we doing? How we doing? I'm making some buns, actually. I'm making some milk bread buns. Already made our coffee for the start. Have I released the hounds? There, we can release the cameras here now. We're going to add yeasties in here with our sugar, milk, and water. Thank you for the raid, Fogbound. Where were we coming from? What were we streaming? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing your community. Vibes, subs, donos, bits, all that good stuff turns it on. We got our Tejong started back there for just joining us. It's what's on the stove there. It's just essentially like a roux. It's just dairy water and flour that you heat, and the flour is obviously going to thicken and congeal. We'll let that heat up, or rather start to get woken up. And we'll start our bread dough. Thank you for the follow. Lemon cookies. Nice. Special event or just summertime? I mean, lemon cookies definitely. Actually, they feel summertime. Like, lemon feels summertime. Lemonade, all that good stuff. What made me pause was I then realized that citrus's peak season is like December. Welcome, welcome everyone. So that was roughly 2.5 cups of flour. And throw some salt with that. Alright, I got everything in there. Yeah. Alright, so we'll add our tanjong, or our heating semi-cooked flour mixture. Some dairy in there, a little water. Yep, tofu for my 666th stream since January 2020. We'll just cover that up for right now. We're still waiting on that yeasties. They're starting to wake up. You can see them, they bubbled a little bit. Ooh, nut juice. Soy, cashew, almond, oat. I had a fun day. Listened to tree trimmers all day. And then once they finally packed up, the construction on the block, you know, quickly took over for them. Wake up, yeast. Why don't you wake up, yeast? Oh, sorry, chat. I would not be shocked if it hasn't been in the past. I mean, just about everything in that genre has been tried. Heaven forbid we mix up the 1/4 cup of sugar in here with the yeast to wake it up. Could be a band of nothing but people that work at a dispensary or something. Spend all day trimming. Hello, John. Like, there should be, like, the amount of sugar in there. They should just be, like, drunk with glee right now with all the sugar in that glass. I can think of a couple of places in Northern California where I'd be shocked if that band name doesn't already exist. You know, the Humboldt tree trimmers. That just sounds like it. I'm going with it. I forgot to room temp some butter here, so getting a quick. Yeah, this is going to be useless. That was a waste of time. Hello, Cosmic. And it's going to get ugly again. We're going to add that butter and it's going to fall apart again. And everyone's going to be like, what'd you do to that beautiful dough? And then I'll knead it again forever. It'll come back looking beautiful again. There's all the dough balls. I actually remember this dough, and I'm a little worried. I remember this dough being a bit messier and a bit harder to handle. Nice, Cosmic. All right. Hello, Will. Okay, it's just gonna get messy. I just have to realize this as a fact. It's gonna get messy when you add the butter. It's better when the butter's actually melted, but A little butter on the bowl. And we'll take our nice smooth bottom dough. Allow that to rest for a bit. Move on to doing some tofu stuffs. Tofu stuffs. So we'll leave that up there, I guess. Do they even still use that word for fish anymore? Is that still the word that they use for that? So our pickling liquid, or our brine, for our tofu is an interesting combo of ingredients. Very fried chicken-ish. I think it fits very well. And actually, let's drain the tofu first. Let's drain tofu first. Oh, I might need a better towel than this for this. This thing's swimming. Yeah, we're gonna need a real towel for that. I don't know if I have a real towel clean. We'll use this one. You're not looking at the brand on this one, chat. Nice sized unit of tofu there. Squeezing my tofu. We'll let that absorb what it will, and we'll go back to making our marinade, which starts with some pickle juice. I do not, Zahara. I do on occasion, but it is far from a regular event here. Dijon. Gochujang. I'm using gochujang instead of gochugaro or red pepper flakes. Soy shot, anyone? What am I forgetting here? Little Franks. Just a little Franks. Franks. What did I do with you? There you are. Zeeks, please don't use that phrase. Please, just, no. Just don't try that in a flavor town. Oh. We lost some soy. We lost some soy to the floor. camera. What are you looking over here? There we go. Yeah. Don't do this part unless you're comfortable with your knife. You are RUZs. Hey, it's a happy birthday song. You can use scissors if you don't have a knife. Oh, it took that for you? Yeah, I wasn't. After, that's about the era that I absolutely lost last interest in Food Network too. It was for a while before that the cooking channel had much better content as far as actual cooking. And then it got worse and worse. You know, the food TV turned into the new MTV of TV, where, you know, the joke is you can turn into MTV at any time and never see music. Oh, is food TV no longer a thing? I haven't had a TV in years, by the way, folks. I assumed it was still around in some zombified form. I wouldn't expect this to hold up long term, the plastic wrap. But for a quick marinade session, that'll do okay. Six. Yeah, I think I sort of started losing my interest in food TV with MasterChef US. And once they started really pushing MasterChef US, or not MasterChef, Iron Chef US. MasterChef I never even got, in the US version I never even got into. I've watched some of the international ones. What happened to you? Where are you? Yeah, one of my classmates was on Iron Chef US, not as the guest or the head chef, but as one of the assistants to the guest chef. Revealed all the secrets. A couple of my classmates have been on Chop too. My former alums. I've told them before, Zahara, but Iron Chef US, it wasn't so much a surprise to them what they were cooking. They knew what they were cooking for the most part. They had several set menus that they had to provide for several potential ingredients. So it was like, they didn't know necessarily what ingredient they were going to get, but it was like 1 of 5 or 1 of 3 or something like that. That you already had a planned dinner, and, you know, I mean, they're obviously not going to jump into all of that and have, you know, 2 assistants immediately know what to do. Yeah, exactly, Zahara. It's like, they instantly knew what they had to do because they practiced this before. Or at least knew what they were after. Chopped was fun. Chopped was probably more realistically an actual competition. However, I think the more of the competition with Chopped was, like, yeah, you still had to be able to cook. Like, you couldn't get past the first round of Chopped without being able to cook in the first place. Like, the basic, like, home cook level basic being able to cook. But beyond that point, like, that second and third round, those seemed to me, at least after the show got established, was entirely playing the judges. You know, whichever contestant was pleasing the judges' normal, you know, likes and dislikes. Hey, Dragon Spun. Well, basket challenges or blindfold challenges or pantry challenges are a pretty common thing in cooking, especially if you want to get put someone on a spot and get an idea of what they're doing. I'm gonna do horrible at that. Like, that's just not my game. Like, I've had several things like that in interviews and stuff like that where it ain't gonna happen. But, well, thank you, Dragon. Hey, Noimu. Oh, awesome, Zeeks. That's a good tip for everyone else, too, maybe. I don't know how many people out there are on Apple. Oh yeah, I've never bought a mobile sub. But going back to Chopped, yeah, I think it sort of turned into largely, they're looking for this, that, the other thing. You know, don't serve Tom pasta or that isn't Chopped, but that's the Top Chef thing. Don't okra. Never sell Tom okra or pasta. Unless you're killing it. It's one of the things I missed the most about college was hanging out and cooking with everyone just constantly. It is not just cook, actually not even just cook, just you're on campus with, like, they have more than 2,000 students, but there's, between people being gone to extern and breaks and stuff like that, they had about 2,000 students on campus at one time. It's probably not accurate now. But, you know, you live with 2,000 chefs. Like, everything you do is food. And things like habaneros cooked in a microwave thrown in the hall elevator. Is it better than urine? There were a lot of other fun quirks about that school. It's not the same anymore. They've changed the scheduling. But when I was there, it was a setup where every 3 weeks you had a new class coming. Well, generally, just about every 3 weeks. There's a couple of glitches in the yearly schedule, but just about every 3 weeks there was a new group of kids coming in and a new group of kids leaving from the associates. And the idea of, and I totally was not there and totally was not involved, and my friend associate, okay dude, totally didn't get suspended for this, but rating the moms as the new kids came in. I might as well throw that in there too. Chop up some more, carrots. And so I'm just throwing together a little slaw while we allow things to marinate and our bread to proof. Yeah, I liked Top Chef for quite a while. I haven't watched it in quite a while. I got really tired of Top Chef becoming essentially one paid promotion after another. Like in placement ads, like, we want you all to cook with, such and such olive oil or such and such pasta. Or, we're all going to jump into our Toyota Corollas or Toyota whatever minivan and head over to Whole Foods, where we're all gonna spend 30 minutes running around the store. It just got too commercially for me. That and the actual show, if you watch the actual show, like, The thing I am most interested in is the food, which is very obviously not what their target audience is interested in, because they show the food for like 2 seconds. All these chef shows I've never heard of. Nice, Cosmic. Yeah, we'll go with it. They're a bit thick, but they're a bit thick, but they'll do. I don't know. I'm interested in big or crunch. Ooh. Sorry to hear that. You did you? Yeah, I haven't mentioned that in chat. Or I haven't mentioned that to chat yet. That's new today. It's poofing, chat. It's poofing. Even better, it doesn't even give me an alert. So it's just going to completely cut me off and start playing, and I can keep cooking. So what else are we gonna throw in here? I think that's it. I think that's it for our simple slaw. So we'll hit that with some salt and allow that to start. Oh, I am definitely no vegetarian. No, we're just doing... I'm not even going to be vegetarian tonight because I'm going to use... Well, I might... Does this have it in its actual recipe? It doesn't. Interesting. Maybe I won't. I was thinking I might use a little egg with the batter, but I think we're just going to go straight flour and liquid tonight. Nice, Dragon Spawn. So we'll hit this up with a bit of salt. Some of that MSG stuff. Pepper. That's just really just to get the salt mixed in with everything else, allow that to start draining a little of the liquid out from it. This I'm saving for on top of burgers, or on top of sandwiches. So actually this, we'll go through and give this a second chop. Make it really nice and fine. never been much of a portobello burger fan myself. Portobellos, I'm just not... Portobellos just don't do it for me. I don't know, maybe it's because I got burnt out on banquets everywhere serving portobellos roasted, slathered in cheap, disgusting, not good tasting balsamic. It's like, I don't know how many places I was at in the early 2000s that were just like, oh, just toss them in some olive oil, like the cheap, jug, just throw them in some olive oil and balsamic and roast them. It's like all they did with them for years. That and roasted tomato halves, and it's like the epitome of hotel side. You get a couple of sprigs of asparagus, you roast half a Roma tomato, and a slice of roasted portobello, absolutely doused in cheap balsamic. I just don't recommend the people cook with olive oil. I think it's a waste of money. Buy sunflower oil. It's cheaper. You can get it cheap, organic, and relatively neutral flavors. And the whole thing with I've said this before, but the whole thing with olive oil is it's extra virgin olive oil that they're trying to sell you. Cold pressed. It's cold pressed to preserve the flavor so that people can cook with it. Just use it for your salad. Keep it out of your saute pan. I don't know, maybe you have a storage issue you can't have. If you're limited space, you're in a small kitchen. Like, I think of this as a small kitchen, but this is a rather large kitchen. If I were to make taco shells, what oil would I use? Lard. I've done my fair share of taco shells on stream. Well, then I would say evaluate how much you're using it for both, or maybe go with something a little bit other than that, There's some other decent oils out there that are like walnut oil. They're probably more pricey. It's that time for this dough chat. It is that time for the dough. Chat ready to beat up on the dough? What's the logo where it's a fist? What, isn't that a game company? Riot? Okay. Which game is Riot's claim to fame? I think I've had Riot installed on my computer at one point. I don't anymore. League of Legends. Don't think I've ever had that for League of Legends. Some spy versus spy type music. We're going to let them proof on this parchment, but I am going to give them a push down so that they are about patty diameter after I ball them. Balling and smushing them. I never watched Spy vs. Spy all that much, but I do miss the small little commercials and blips of it. Speaking of spy, I'm sure the spy networks are going wild these days. Between all the crazy stuff going on in Africa and Asia. I bet you the CIA is doing some business right now. Hi, CIA. So there is our buns. The two in the middle are our big boys of the bunch. You gotta let them proof now too. Well, these are like the best homemade burger buns that I have come across. Depending on what you're going for. If you want more of a crust, that isn't this. But as far as the soft, potato bun-esque, but they're not potato bun, buttery. I mean, you can taste the butter and egg in them. Yeah, I am using egg today. That's where I'm using egg today. Egg washing those buns. So we're not strictly vegetarian today. Let's do a little cleanup while we're waiting on this. I'm gonna make a mayo here too. So we're gonna be here for a moment. Actually, speaking of that, we're going to play with metrics a little bit here. Sidetracked? What sidetracked you? However, could something distract you from me? Oh, that happens. I'm just doing a little quick cleanup here while we're waiting on our buns to proof. I should probably get my oven going, but it's been so hot lately, I'm just procrastinating on getting the oven going here. When I get another 20 minutes here, the sun will be almost down and won't be nearly as hot. I know exactly, Dragon Spun. That's sort of why I don't touch Facebook at all anymore. I used to be pretty active on Facebook, and it got to be that way. It got to be like such a huge time sink and not something that I wanted. And the feeds just got more and more addy. Like if I look at the feed nowadays, it's like you gotta scroll to find something that's actually relevant to you. It's just nothing but ads. I feel that way about Thread too. Threads, like I was excited for Twitter alternative. I wasn't in love with it being Meta, but I was okay with that. But now that they've set in with their feed and they're actually getting like advertisers spending money on them and stuff, I think it's even worse than Facebook. I think it's even worse than Facebook as far as how much stuff you have to see in order to see relevant content to you. And let's add on top of that the content that they are showing to us is very often very short form. It's like TikTok stuff. And the educational level of TikTok stuff is like next to zero. Yeah, it's X now, but it's X as in no longer existing as far as I'm concerned. I did log on to Twitter the other day to post that photo of the patent or the trademark for Meta, because Meta owns all of Mixer's stuff, and Mixer had a trademark on the X in Mixer, and so that's now owned by Facebook. I sort of doubt that it's actually going to be an actual like legal battle. That sort of thing's going to be like handshake, maybe a couple bucks between them. In their world, a couple of bucks. NAND reader in there with the... You always got to be careful when NAND reader joins. You don't got long when she joins. Sitting here still thinking about olive oil. I mean, I'm using sunflower oil here, because I think sunflower oil does a much better job emulsifying too. I think it thickens much better. It's one of those things I'm sort of sitting here thinking about, typically there's a reason why they gotta market these things pretty heavily to get them to be at the point that they are. And, just like Coca-Cola is very much not anything all that special, Fantasia flavor is essentially citrus oils and vanilla with a little cinnamon. Well, there's certainly other oils out there too. I'm not saying that you have to go with sunflower. Like I was sort of saying before, there's more in the world than just olive oil, is what I'm getting at, basically. But what's sort of popping up in my head is probably a good oil to check out. I have no idea what the prices of it is. I think it's probably pricey, but I'm thinking maybe walnut? Walnut would be awesome for salads. I think it's a higher heat oil, but you'd have to look that up to be sure because my memory is horrible too. Yeah, it's low production on top of not hugely common, yeah. Oh, dad joke. Welcome in, Etheria, Emily. Avocado oil is tasty too. The only reason I didn't bring up avocado oil is it's up there in price. But avocado would be a good choice too. Alright, that's getting thick enough. These still usable? Yep, they're still usable, I think. Now, did I make my earbud real quiet or the music get real quiet? The music's still playing. Why is it playing that there? That ain't gonna be very useful if the alerts go off. Ooh, that lemon smells good. Yeah, my earbud's down to 31%. Oh, so you have been to my stream before. It's actually been a little bit since I've done some wine on stream. I'm still working on my beer. I bought a bunch of Anchorstein beer when it was announced they were going out of business. Panaforte, it's when pan is their forte. No? Now we thicken it back up again. You like my wiggle emote? Well, Bats is okay. It's a decent beer. Switching from sunflower to oil now. Sunflower to olive. Sunflower to olive. Yeah, I'm switching from oil to oil. Nice stand reader. All right, now I've created a jar of mayo. He says only half joking. Add in a little whole grain Dijon. Cayenne. Garlic. Mustard powder. Tabasco. And some honey. Got some celery salt that'll do lovely in here. Actually, this is something I used to do in my business. So I always had celery around. And rather than keeping spices and stuff around in my trailer, which absolutely doesn't have the room for anything, so we'll take all the leaves from our celery and fine mince these like an herb. squirrel. We're going to use that for both salad, for with our coleslaw, and with our sandwiches.
Sure, it helps me feel fit.
But do you know Wheaties has bran fiber your body may need?
That's news to me.
Why Wheaties?
Oh, we love the taste.
I have for years.
But do you know for years you've been getting something extra for your diet?
Bran fiber?
Well, that's news to me.
Wheaties. It's brand news.
Well, no wonder my laundry bill is so high. All those napkins last week.
Doeskin.
What?
You should use Doeskin dinner napkins.
Paper napkins? Oh, no.
I don't mean thin little paper napkins, but Doeskin dinner napkins. You'll love them.
Everybody loves Doeskin dinner napkins. These soft linen-like napkins are 2-ply in smart formal fold, in white and in beautiful pastel colors. And Doeskin dinner napkins are big. They cover your whole lap, and they stay put. What's more, they last throughout the meal, and they leave no lint.
But they are nice. And they would save my linen.
They save you money, too. Doeskin dinner napkins cost only 49 cents for 5 dozen. That's a fraction of a penny apiece.
All right, Dottie.
You'll find Doeskin dinner napkins, Doeskin facial tissues, and other Doeskin products at your favorite grocery, supermarket, department store, or drugstore. Look for the brown dispenser box.
Doeskin.
Coke time is anytime, anywhere. It's always time for ice-cold Coca-Cola.
May I sing to you? May I sing to you? Won't you listen to a song that's in my heart?
The Coca-Cola Company presents Coke Time with Fred Robbins, tonight's guest, Diane Carroll, and starring Eddie Fisher.
Bring back the thrill of the love that we shared when you cared, when hand in hand I thought only you'd understand. Bring back the thrill of the wonderful life that we planned. Only we two, never lonely when I was with you. For we loved and we laughed in the sun, and the time that we spent was such fun. But I never thought we could part when I gave you my heart. So while you're away, night and day I What an audience. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Coke Time. A few weeks ago, we opened some mail on the show and tried...
Okay, enough Coke time. I didn't realize that Coke time was that long. I might have to remove that one from the list. No, I'm not muted. Okay. I'm just not hearing myself? I don't know. How we doing, chat? We doing okay? Turn the oven on to start preheating while we were in the ad break. Our buns are poofing. I need to make my wash for them. Egg wash. Wait, how'd she get it in the scramble? Scramble's gonna get me banned. Are you familiar with the streamer Amaranth Dragon Spawn? Okay. She is one of the more popular hot tub streamers here on Twitch, who has quite a long streak of getting banned for showing things she shouldn't have. Yeah, it's the non-porn channels on Twitch. John. Oh, they don't even do that, Zeeks. They don't grant you, well, I guess it's sort of changed, and I'm sounding like I actually listen to them or watch them, but no, they don't even, it's teasing for them to even get on camera. Like, it's not teasing people to show something, it's teasing people to actually, it's like if I walked into the back room and waited for someone to donate. That's exactly what's happened to me. I get Taylor Javot suggested to me all the time. Are you gonna donate if I go in the back room? Let's see, we got any liquid form in here? Not really. It certainly lost some moisture from the salt, but you have to consider that actually we're probably not even their proper audience. Well, the kids that are too young to know what proper porn is. But you got to consider Twitch is international. There are certainly audiences where things like that are even harder to come across. Cosmic. Waiting on our oven to come up to temp. Trying to. Ugh. That's not fun. Sorry to hear you have to go through that, Buns. I don't wish poor health on anyone. It's a royal pain in the ass. Yep, Dragon, it's been too hot here too. Like, at the same time, too hot here is higher than 70. It's not over 100 here, but oh jeez. Yeah. I've hit level 2 so far this year on my little mini AC unit. I haven't turned on max AC yet. We haven't gotten there yet. But the first step is low level regular AC. The second step is taking my little mini fan over here and making sure I'm blowing hot air back towards the AC. forcing cold air away from it. And then third floor, max AC, full bore. At that point, I start worrying about the poor thing just dying. Oh yeah, Southern California, it's a desert. It's like, they try and pretend that they're coastal, and no, it's a desert. I'm just happy we haven't had any fires that have, like, I know we've had plenty of fires that affected the East Coast, but as far as, I haven't had any major smoke here, I haven't had any fires here, I haven't been evacuated this year. Very helpful, happy that none of those are occurring right now. We're still early, though. I'm in Northern California. I'm in Sonoma County. We've had a couple of bad fires in the last 6 years. The scary part is they keep getting closer. The Tubbs fire, though. Oh. Like, if you want, like, let me see if I can find the New York Times article, if it's... Well, let me give you an idea here of what a real forest fire does, Dragon. Let's see if this is going to work for me. They sell all sorts of lovely products that won't do you any good whatsoever in an actual forest fire. Here we go, New York Times. This was the Tubbs fire, which was 2017. Watch this map. This is the edge. This is Napa almost here. And so we're going from here at 9:43, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, and we're deep into, this is city. These are houses. Like, this is the 101 freeway that it's crossing here. It took out an entire neighborhood in the city. That's overnight. So that when people talk about, and another thing I'll show chat, this is something that I've saved here at home. This is also from the Tubbs fire, and they've broken quite a bit since I saved them. They're nowhere near in the same quality, but these are, like, my house is not near this. I was not evacuated for this fire. I was maybe on the edge of being evacuated for it, but I was not evacuated for it. And this bag is absolutely filthy, but look at the size of pieces of ash that I received in my home from that fire. Like, they're full leaves there that are burnt. And the idea that you're going to stop smolders or something from that, like I said, I was not evacuated for this. I was that far away and still got this. But yeah, forest fires are nuts. Don't mess with forest fires. They say to get out, leave. Don't play games. Let's egg my buns. This year it's Canada, it was Australia the other year. Probably peak rated, probably peak timing. I'll point this out to chat. The way our grid here in the US works is you have sort of like 3 types of power. You have the coal/nuclear plants that are sort of like your baseline, like we need this power all of the time type stuff. And then you get into solar, natural gas, and wind. And wind is great for supplementing these other two. But the gas and the solar are very much for peak times. Like summer, the sun's only up whenever all the people are up, and the gas it's not the best price wise. They use it because you can get a lot of energy really quick. Like it's very easy to start up a gas engine compared to coal plant or nuclear plant, or they can start and stop that several times a day depending on demand. It's obviously more complicated, but in the basic sense, like, and so my initial thought is when you're saying that you're having a change in that, it's probably the extra power is kicked on, the extra sources. Mars Capone. Now, is it supposed to be Mars Capone, like Capone, or is it Carpone? Do I want to put anything on top of these? Alright, buns going in the oven. 350 degrees. Setting the timer for 25 minutes. Okay, we got that, and that. Let's do flour. It's flour time, chat. Capone's dark secret. I just discovered the other day. I'm not going to really watch it that much. I caught one of them. But I just realized that Sammy the Bull actually has a YouTube video, or a YouTube channel, where he's telling stories of the mob. Like I had YouTube feed me one or something, and I looked at his channel and I was like, I was mildly interested, but at the same time, I looked at all the titles and all the titles were absolute clickbait. They're all like, we did this and then this happened. You know, it's... what can I use to scoop this out with? Music, what happened to you? Keep playing, please. What is up with you, music? Play. I'm taking my time with this. I'm not running it with it because we got time to wait for the bread to bake. And what I'm doing is, since this tofu is on the edge of falling apart on me, so I'm making sure and coating the outside of it nicely with flour before I try and flip it once more to help sort of semi-glue it together. And I'm going to let it sit there for a minute to hydrate some of that flour. I see gas in something, I immediately start looking for gas streak. That's not a gas streak. With the green in there, it almost looks a little tartar saucy, especially with it being a little bit more of a yellow mayo. But no, it's just celery leaves. I feel like that needs some sort of greenage. Used up all my green onions. I guess I gotta live with this. Coleslaw. Extras for our sandwiches. Yeah, I don't know much of any of the, like, I took several years of Spanish, but I don't know Spanish. I've never lived anywhere where I had to use Spanish in order to survive, find a bathroom, buy food. Dragon, yeah, it just doesn't stick for me. Like, but then again, I guess, like, the human brain peaks at being multilingual at something like 2. Like, modern science is basically telling us we should just give up on this if we didn't start as infants. Yeah, I understand a lot more than I can speak. I can understand a lot more if someone speaks slowly. And I can pretty much read basic Spanish, but I'll get things wrong with it. And I don't know Spanish. Let's just leave it at that. like, we're killing all of our languages too. Like, the whole internet thing, the whole, like, we're slowly just making everything one language. Which will really become true once we have those fancy quantum computers. Because then it will be all one language. It won't. Ah, Puerto Rico, land of overpriced cars. Or overtaxed cars. Land of overtaxed everything, really. I don't know what we're going to do with Puerto Rico, folks. I don't think our government wants to make it a full-blown state. Yeah, it seems like sort of romantic, like, you know, it's half owned by the U.S. It's got to be a great place to start a business and, you know, get all this easy, you know, no. Nice, Cosmic. It's mostly Super Delegate Dragon because I've already pressed it. I broke its... like, I squished it. And so I've sort of brought this problem upon myself. Had I been more delicate with it, maybe wrapped it a little better, I'm not quite sure. I don't do a ton of tofu work. But... firm tofu, can't even say the word. Firm tofu is firm. You can have some tofu that's, you know, like practically like rubber. Like, some of the smoked stuff is a little like dealing with mozzarella. It's so... but I've both pressed that and sort of ruined what, you know, structure it had originally from its initial pressing. How hot we getting back here, oil? Not very. I'm cheating, chat. I'm dusting baking powder over the top of these rather than mixing it. Little mustard. Vinegar. Tabasco. Mustard powder. Cayenne. Garlic. Ginger. Salt. Other kind of salt. Pepper. And just to thin it out a little bit, a little dairy. You can obviously skip the dairy if you're not your thing. I'm thinking that's not enough. The mustard won't, the vinegar will. Now see, I think you would have got it on the third one there. That would have been my choice. Oh, quit beeping. Quit beeping. Quit beeping. Those look like buns. I'm gonna give them another couple minutes just to be safe. Because that's what the recipe's made. The bread recipe doesn't downscale very well from where I was with it. I mean, as it is, I was using like 2 tablespoons of flour, water, and milk to start off the Tanzhong. I considered adding more vinegar and going a second time with this, but this one's just falling apart so much on me that I just can't risk it. All right, 270. About 1 more minute on those buns. Enjoy your walk, doggy. Sorry for anyone else that owns a dog. Uh-oh, Zahara. That does not sound like a good situation. Yeah. Have a basement? Sounds like a good night to hang out in, warm, cozy basement. Makes it more fun too. You hear those crashes outside and you're like, is the house still there? It's bun time. It be bun time. They always come out so gorgeous. I love milk buns. I almost went back with more sesame for that one, and I'm regretting not adding more sesame to that one now. But they're good buns in this direction too. Or that one. It's a little warm to hold still. Yeah, they make a nice burger bun. I guess, am I lying to you, chat? I'm sitting here realizing I'm advertising ad-free viewing of the stream. And I think of my AFK screen. I feel like I'm lying to you, Chad. I don't like that. Thank you, Sahara. Thank you. Really appreciate that. How come that didn't play stuff? How come that didn't do stuff? I bet you I know why. Yeah, because I didn't update stuff down here. Let's see. Yeah. Thank you so much for that, Dono, Zahara. Your alert will show as soon as the lava lamp is done. And I just corrected that, so it will show properly next time. Thank you, Dragon. So now we're waiting on oil. Now I'm assuming people would typically choose, like, are there flavors of vegan cheese? Like, do they have, like, different vegan cheeses for, like, is there, like, a Monterey Jack vegan, and a cheddar vegan, and a Parmesan vegan? Imitation cheese? Or are they just, like, imitation cheese? Like, I know they exist. Well, unfortunately, Dragon, we live in a world where people have no idea how to cook. Like, yeah. A good portion of the population now thinks, you know, making dinner is driving to the fast food joint. Or pre-made packaged products. Thank you, Buns. Yeah, I think it's because of marketing. I mean, people think that, you know, McDonald's is great cuisine. People think that, you know, soda drinks are amazing. And there's that too. That's thank you, Zaha. The
Can and hash 39. Tea makes Sunday and hash 39. Stream, so here is my support. Not much, but it's something. P.S. Beautiful Buns.
Thank you. But yeah, the whole, like, Food Inc., the movie, I showed it in Discord a while back, but if you've seen it back when it was a big thing, it's like 10 years old now, more than that. And yeah, the whole going to a supermarket and having to choose with $1 whether, you know, like, you can buy it, you know, well, you can't now, but you used to be able to get a double cheeseburger for $1, and, you know, you can get a double cheeseburger for $1, or you can buy a head of broccoli. There's something dangling off of my, well, it's seeds of some sort, but there's something dangling from my hummingbird feeder, and it keeps catching my peripheral. Yeah, and I said, or squirrel earlier, it's because there's something keeps flashing by my eye. It looks like there's something in my yard that I should pay attention to. What can you use sprinkles for? Sprinkles are primarily for giveaways in the stream for when we get to follower goals. However, you can use them to submit weekly themes as well. Those along, you got to use sprinkles and dough balls for those. Yeah, I've got one of those too, Dragons. I've got a small rosemary bush outside that's just blown up this. I bought it this year, so but it's just blown up this year, and I gotta trim that thing back so that it properly grows. It's just like this giant fuzzball now. It's like, thank you, Dragon Spawn. Thank you, Zeeks, for gifting that. What's up, the Dragon Spawn? See, chat, I don't hold back. I tell you all about my bush. Guys, folks, wonderful people. Gotta be getting close on this oil. Gotta be getting close. Sure, Buns, you can short. Please add to the kitchen music channel. Kitchen radio channel, rather. I even fixed, by the way, chat, the camera layout. I figured it out. I made it so that the current scene is not showing as one, so you can't select the current scene anymore. At least you shouldn't be able to. It shouldn't pop up. So like right now we're on the main scene, so you shouldn't be able to click on the main scene to change the camera. So now that I'm thinking about that, it's probably not going to be accurate all the time when I switch scenes. Because it's not triggering the script every time, and I don't want to bog down my computer by doing that. We'll just hope that it's not. I've actually been doing that, Sahara. I have drastically cut back on how much I am changing scenes since I made this change. Not because I'm trying to train chat to change things, but that's because it was the idea behind it. I didn't want to have to keep constantly going over here to click a button every, couple of seconds. It gives chat, the ability to see what they want to see. And because I'm now sending all of this lovely stuff, I'm sending 4 different feeds from here to my back computer. I've now got a proper recording cleanly without anything else in it. Cosmic. Cheers, chat. We had a fry temp here yet. 350-ish. Debating my timing here before I get going, before I get myself stuck into frying. I want to make sure I got everything ready to go. I want to make sure we got pan over here nice and hot for toasting buns. Keep that uncovered. We'll move you actually over here for safeties. And yeah, let's do a little butter melting action over here. I'm going to use this other half a lemon in with the drizzle of olive oil. Nice bun there. That's looking good. Nice crumb to that. Nice bottom to it. Thank you, Dragon. Congrats, Sahara. We'll start toasting these over here. Have a great one, Dragon. Thank you for joining in tonight. Greatly appreciate you hanging out. Enjoyed your company. Alright. Going in with our first tofu. Though to make this easier on my hands, I'm going to use my fish spatula. I'll lay it on top and slowly drop it in. Nice, Buns. Thank you for being an awesome mod. Other way around. Name then number. Nice. We lost a lot of temp here, I think. Ooh. Lost 50 degrees there. Oh, now we're getting there. Now we're getting there. Have not. What temp did we end up with here? I'm going with it. It's too low, but I'm going with it. Cosmic. Yeah, Buns will do that to you. But for those just returning, take a look at these buns. Those are some sexy looking buns, aren't they? You like looking at my buns, chat? So I'm thinking homemade mayo. And not heavy, but not light either. And then we'll get ourselves some of our purple cabbage with a little olive oil, salt, and vinegar. So essentially just cabbage, but dressed. I mean, who wants their cabbage undressed? We'll take our top here, make sure we get the right top, and go a bit heavier with our mayo on the top. Need our pickles back out here to finish things off. No. Yeah, it stopped. It hit the end of the playlist, and I hit stop and start, which apparently replayed the last song in the playlist. "4 hours to make a sandwich, but I baked the bread for it." I made the mayo. Fine salt over the top of our tofu. Irrelevant? My buns are irrelevant? I'm gonna add a bit more of this mayo to my slaw. Not all of it though, we still got another burger to make. Burger, sandwich. That's another one of those. Is it this or that? Is who wants a tofu burger? Actually, let's see if we can't wrap you around here. Gotta get the hand pick. Is this warm enough still? Too warm enough? I mean, too hot still? Like, I'm worried that the center of this tofu is going to be napalm. But I'm going to give it a shot anyways here. Since I've been trying things on stream. Gonna give this a shot. So we got fried tofu, our own mayo, our own milk bread buns, a little cabbage for color and loveliness. Let's give this a shot. I honestly sort of want more salt than that. Bun's amazing, nice and soft. Great flavor of that. Nice crunch on the outside of the tofu. But needs more flavor. I thought I put a ton of, wasn't there a ton of mustard in that? I feel like it was lacking in spice, even with all of that I put in there. I feel like you can put even more into that tofu. I don't know, maybe if we give it a couple of minutes here, if that, you know, things will meld a little bit more. But at first bite, you need more spice. But I do believe that is going to call it for tonight. We're going to leave it there tonight. Thank you everyone for joining in with me tonight. I will be back here on Sunday. Going to be continuing on doing some of the more summery stuff. Going to be doing zucchini parmigiana or zucchini parmesan. So hope you come back to join me for that. If not, we got a new vote going on in the Discord for Wednesday. We've got pork rinds versus Jell-O. So please vote into the ingredient challenge. So Wednesday night is either going to be pork rinds or Jell-O in dessert and dinner. Jell-O for dinner? Pork rinds for dessert? Which will you choose? Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you all have a lovely evening. Good night.